तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का, सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का, सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। दर्शन हो माँ तेरे सबकी अभिलाषा है, मन में रहो तुम सबके, तुमसे यही आशा है। क्या मेरा क्या उसका, ये अपना पराया क्या, कर ज्योति जला करके रोशन करो जग सारा, रोशन करो जग सारा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उस जाना है जो भी यहाँ आया है। क्या रंग है जीवन का, क्या रूप है मानवता, तुम जान भरा करके उपकार करो दुर्गा, उपकार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का, सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी।
Prem Shvola Bindravan Bihari Lala Ki Jai. Sitaram, everybody. Let's all stand as we begin tonight's discourse with Aarti and opening mantras. And as we stand, Mother, may you please accept what we have to offer. As we begin with your holy chanting, your mantras, Ma, may you hear our prayer tonight. Ajam cha Varti sanyukta grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya timidapaham. O suno meri Devi parvatavasini, तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया। ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया। विराजे
सुवाचोर तेरे अंग विराजे
सुवाचोर तेरे अंग विराजे
सुवाचोर तेरे अंग विराजे
केशर तिलक लगाया
केशर तिलक लगाया
सुन मेरी देवी
पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे शंकर ध्यान लगाया शंकर ध्यान लगाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया धूप दीप नैवेद्यारती धूप दीप नैवेद्यारती मोहन भोग लगाया मोहन भोग लगाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्ये सतयुग द्वापर
Everybody together.
त्रेता मध्ये कलियुग राज समाया कलियुग राज समाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया ज्ञान भगत में तेरे गुण गावे ज्ञान भगत में तेरे गुण गावे मन वांछित फल पाया मन वांछित फल पाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पारन पाया तेरा पारन पाया दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ
Everybody
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ करुणा सागर माँ करुणा सागर माँ कालिका पालिनी माँ कालिका पालिनी माँ जगदोदायिनी माँ जगदोदायिनी माँ महाकाली जय जय माँ महाकाली जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ
as we all clasp our hands. Om Gajananam
भूतगणादिसेवितं
Kapet Jumbo
फलचारभक्षितम्
Umasutam Sho
कविनाशकारकम्
Namami Viganeshwara.
Padapankajam.
Mother, tonight yet again your children gathered together to do your puja. We have journeyed from our homes to reach to your place of worship. Ma, may you give to us that opportunity to listen to your discourse, to learn of your glories, to grow that faith and that love for your worship, Ma, in your entirety. May you hear our prayer tonight. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye. Everybody.
Shive Sarvat Sadhike.
Sharanye.
Trayambike Gauri.
Narayani.
Namostute.
Om Gurur Brahma.
Gurur Vishnu.
Gurur Devo.
Maheshwara.
Gurur Sakshat.
Param Brahma.
Tasmai
Shri Guruve Namaha.
Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Everybody.
Om Dum Durgaya Namaha.
Om Dum Durgaya Namaha.
Om Dum Durgaya Namaha.
Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Prem Sabho Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Devotees, may you please have your seat. Sitaram and cordial welcome, everybody. Jai Sitaram. Tonight we have a wonderful discourse to listen to get into. We are going to hear that story we've heard so many times before. Baba, you'll get in trouble. Of Kali Mata, one of the forms that is significant in this Navratram, but sometimes ill-explained, sometimes very little understanding of this form is there. And when people misunderstand this lady, they disrespect her, you disregard this form, and a person who has problems is throwing away an opportunity, an avenue to get the help that they need. You know, yesterday I made the point, last night I made the point, that whenever we have a problem in our dharma, God has created avenues, options, means and methods for a person to pray, a person to take to overcome the issues in their life or her life. But when you pick and choose, I'm not going to pray to this form, she's ugly. I like this form, she smiles plenty, maybe how a child might think. Then the day you have a certain type of problem, you may not have the avenue. It may not be available to you, the knowledge, how to do it. And you may be throwing away an opportunity. For example, suppose someone says from tomorrow, you know what, I think Saraswati Puja doesn't make sense. If you don't understand Saraswati Puja, you would make the pronouncement that Saraswati is only for children. Until the day you reach to a workplace where you have to get an assessment before you get the upgrade or the promotion. You have to go for an interview with somebody to get a job, then you'll see the value of that Saraswati Mata. Tonight in this little discourse, we are going to hear of the history of Kali Mata, what went on in that battle. Now we shift from the Katha of Mahisasur and we end up in that Nauratam discourse where Shumbha and Nishumbha, two brothers, two great brothers, again wanted to be great in this life, went to God with prayer, but because of their selfish ways, their greediness, their pride, their prayer became corrupted. Meaning, they got the power, but they misused it. They got the energy, the blessing, but they didn't have respect for it. They went and they prayed as well. Dear Lord, we want to be immortal. We know the story. We've been hearing it over and over again. God says, whatever is born has to die. And you are no different, Shumbha, Nishumbha. But, he says, then let me die at the hands of a female. Same story like Mahisasura. And when they call on Mother, Mother comes. And where we enter, great generals have been dying one by one at the hand of Mother. And they attacked her with so much force that from that 18-handed Durga Mata that we heard about on the first night, she started to separate her body into different forms. In one form, she had a big, imagine a big water pot or a big kalsa, Kushmandal, Chandraganti, Gauri Mata, Skan Mata, different forms. She started to separate and she came with these different forms. Sometimes we see it in the Pityas. You're hearing it now on Jagrati. In different programs, you see them advertise it. Different names that we are not accustomed to, but one name we know, Kalika or Kali Mata. But many times people look at the form and they wonder, why did she take such a scary looking form? Why is she looking like that? Why is the tongue outside the mouth? What is going on with that head that she has in her hand? One person told me that that bowl she has, we heard about the bowl when they were creating Durga, that bowl that she has, that means she's collecting what she likes to drink. That is what she wants to drink. So for the person who has to do Kali worship, you are bounded, it is compulsory to offer blood. Have you heard that in Woodland? Is that what we're supposed to do? Is that what we're supposed to do? But and you just hear people saying that. So you'll find there's a lot of confusion. Now in Trinidad, more and more Shakti temple is coming. Nothing is wrong with that. Personally, I am saying, if we could get more temples and more people involved in God's work, I have no problem. Make sure it is straightforward. Make sure it is not like a cult where you have to marry into this temple, give your children into the temple, and that side of things. Make sure it is about worshiping God and not human. Then, no problem. That's Mother. You know why I say that? I don't know your experience, but I'm sure, and those of you at home could say it as well. When you go to the temple, one thing people have there is respect. I love it for that. Have you ever seen how people is afraid to go in a Shakti temple? But I can't add a fast and go there. Whereas, you know how many people do fast to come here? It has a different regard. And for that sense of discipline, which is supposed to be in our Dharma. This is why night after night you will hear me like a parrot. Please cover your hair, please cover your hair, please cover your hair, because we don't say that again. If you give some people the opportunity, they will walk up onto your lingam with their shoes on. The discipline is lacking sometimes. The proper fasting in preparation for your puja. Nobody ever know that, you know. One person went as far as to tell me, Babs, God came for my heart, not what is in my stomach. So I could eat hog, I could eat dog, I could eat anything I want yesterday, and I'll come and do God's puja today. You know what Gita tells you about that? When you do things your own way, when you prepare yourself, when you dress yourself, when you fast your own way, and not necessarily what our texts guide you to do. In Gita, it says that when you are doing worship like that, that is the basic, lowest form of worship, where you make your own rules, where you are not following the guidelines of the scripture. And for that, yes, you're doing worship, no argument. But when you think you're getting 100% punyam, or benefit, or return, today I'm doing this puja to help me pass my exam, I didn't fast, I didn't make the prasad, it fell on the ground and I picked it up and I put it back in the area, it's not clean, etc. I didn't strive to do it the proper way, then don't expect 100% in return. This is what Gita says. Tonight, as we will listen to the story of Kali Mata, our focus will be why she looks the way she does. Does she really want the blood? What is this story with the blood? Where did some people start to offer blood? And when this battle was completed in tonight's discourse, one character by the name of Rakta Bij dies. There is another continuing chapter dealing with other ferocious people. And at the end of this second chapter, this is where that song, Sono Meri Devi, comes from. On the 10th day, when the battle was done, she rested on Chamundi Hill, what is called today in South India, Chamundi Hill. And while she was resting on that hill, blowing and heaving from the outer breath of this battle, this is where Brahma came. And the poet is singing, Sono Meri Devi, Parvat, on the mountain you are sitting, please listen to my prayer, ma. Please listen to my prayer. And they worshipped her because of these battles, the sacrifice, the pain, the exertion that she experienced because of her children again. They went to sing for her. Prem se bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Let's sing a little chant before we go into our discourse. Ganesha Sharanam Parama Pavanam Satya Sahinam Gajananam Nityam Smaranam Parama Pavanam Nityam Smaranam Parama Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam.
Ganesha Sharanam
Everybody, little chant.
Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam.
Sadguru Charanam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam.
Sadguru Charanam
Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam. Bhavai Haranam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam. Satya Sainam Gajananam. Ganesha Sharanam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam. Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam.
Ganesha Sharanam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam. Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam.
Sadguru Charanam Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satyasayinam Gajananam. Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satyasayinam Gajananam. Nityam Smaranam Paramapavanam Satyasayinam Gajananam. Prem se bolo Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Raja Jan Vijay, the person listening to the discourse, he is asking, tell me how one by one all the various Devis, all the Devatas became engrossed in this battle called Navratri. What is this Navratri, devotees? It is a fight. It is a memorial of a fight that lasted for 9 days. It is where Devi Ma, in that form of Adi Shakti, sometimes we call her Durga, sometimes we call her Chandika, she takes form and she goes to fight for the sake of all the devatas, all of life, all those people that were downtrodden. When evil takes a face and a form, she comes. As we enter into this section, one by one, many soldiers are dying. And the message goes back to the king, Shumbha, Nishum, that if you don't do something quickly, your entire army is going to be eradicated. Please, please, O king, all the soldiers battered and beaten from the previous day's fight, they go and they say there's a great general by the name of Munda. We just saw him fall. His body is cut in so many places and ways. She did not spare him. There was one lady, she had a huge jar with water, and with her size, she started to throw so much of water upon our soldiers that they were drowning. O king, please intervene. Otherwise, I fear all our bad deeds are coming back to haunt us now. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Let's enter as we hear about Mother, as she expanded her body so much, so many different forms of Shakti standing on this field. Let's hear what happens. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah.
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita
Namastasye Namastasye
Namastasye Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita.
Ulrakshaye Maharaja Patal Patal Ye Gyaksha Sattve Varnam Krudha Devi Ye Sandhi Ye Madhya Ye Atao.
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsrita.
They go and they're complaining to Nishum. There is so much blood on the battlefield. So many people are dying. Chandika's hands are spinning in every direction, releasing so many weapons. And every sinful person is being destroyed. Even her lion is eating at their bodies, tearing at those bodies. If you look at this picture here, you'll see the lion tearing at the limbs of those unrighteous individuals. no mercy for people who have done wrong. O King, it is as if we should go to Patal or to Narak now, rather than go through that sinful and painful death. Save our family. O King, do something. Because of you, we are in this fight today. And that heroine is coming. She has come here with all weapons, with all ferocity. She is here with such a demeanor. We are afraid to even go onto that battlefield. This cruel lady is walking closer and closer. No one wants to meet with her. In one form, she's very fair. In one form, she's golden. In one form, she's with a cow. In one form, she's with a tiger. In one form, she has a swan. So many different forms. And everywhere you look, she's standing there, laughing and taking our lives one by one. O King, Brahma gave you a Vardhan, but why did you ask to face a lady? No, all the devatas are looking at us. All the devatas are looking at us and they are laughing that we are being destroyed by this very gentle looking form, but she's very ferocious in nature. Think over what you are, O King. Think over what you have done. Think over all the sinful things and stop. Save our family. If we surrender now, if we give up now, we'll be able to save some of our boys, some of our children, our name, our lineage will be saved. But if we continue with that female, she is Gayatri, she is the mother of the Ved, she is Sandhya, she is the one that seeks refuge for all Sattvic people. We are no form, we are not able to match her. And all those people who pray, they go to her. And that mother is wielding all forms of weapons. Our weapons are helpless. Please, O King, serve us today and serve us correctly. Don't let us have to face that lady on that battlefield. Shumbha, Nishum, the brothers start to ridicule them. Let's hear what happens. It is said that mother started to blow that sunk to warn them of imminent death. And when Shum was going to talk, he became shaken by the sound of that song given by Varundev. The vibration caused him to tremble. And from that fluttering lips, please listen to what he says. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samhita.
Together everybody.
Namaste, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samhita.
Manavye kurvatyatam madhanayo yad bhagnatam ranjirtam shridham gaksha patal jivan tasnaye.
Ya Devi
Everybody.
Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samhita. Namaste, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samhita.
Sukha dukha ye tvaye vachta maranam nripanti ye kula bhavati samprutaye sarvatatha devani mridaye atau.
Ya Devi
Together, everybody.
Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samhita. Namaste, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samhita.
He says, "Oh fool, hold your tongue. I am still alive. My name is Shumbha, and I am protected. I am protected by my prayer. Today no one will be able to destroy us. Don't you know that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Yam, all these things are controlled by destiny? Oh fool, if today I have to go to Patal, I will march to Patal. I will not grieve, I will not cry. Sinful is the person." This is from the sinner now. "Sinful is the person who is afraid of death, that as Brahma told me, whoever is born has to die, then why not die on my terms? Today I go to face my destiny. Oh, you coward, the worst thing for a Kshatri is that person to be cowardly, for that person to have no valor, for that person to have no faith in what they're doing or what that person stands for. Today, I will bring an end to Brahmani, Vishwani, Maheshwari, Parvati. I will show you the color of their blood. I have faith in what I am and who I am and what I can do. I will fight today. Oh, you coward, go and run if you want. But no, there is no space in heaven. There is no Vardhan, there is no blessing for cowardly people. Today, battle is in front of you, and I stand for my family. Oh, you foolish, faith will protect us. Get ready, oh friend, and stand with me. Vyasji says, Janbijay, this corrupted person, even in his last moments, when the shadow of death was upon his body, when he was guarded and guided by all those people begging him to change course. This politician, this king was adamant on his direction, and he did not heed any directive, any advice. And when he picked up those weapons, oh Janbijay, it is as if he picked up weapons to hamper his own life, to kill his own self, that this person was committing suicide, oh Janbijay, and they did not know. Just as the firefly is so intrigued by the fire, here comes Shum. It was time for him to walk into the mouth of mother. She was ready for him. And here he makes his way as all the drums started to reverberate, all the songs started to blow. The great king is coming to the battlefield, and mother started to smile. On that battlefield, Gauri Mata started to blow her song, that this calm demeanor that she has was ready for him. And all the devatas in the heavenly region started to shower down flowers upon them, because here now another wave of the army from the enemy was coming. He says, you have listened to how the enemy was thinking. We've heard how the devatas begged for mother to come. And as these bewildered people who stand on the negative side, fighting, they cannot see their ways sometimes. They are so helpless that they cannot see that they are on the wrong side of the war. And for this reason, they are going to be purified. Even now, they are going to be accepted by mother because of their ignorance. Mother will still take them. She will not leave them there. She's going to accept them. But oh boy, it's going to be painful, Janvijay. It is going to be painful. What does Shum do? Now he's on his chariot and the wheels start to move slowly. He calls to his friend, oh great Rakta Bij, you are a powerful hero. You have fought with me many times. Oh valorous friend, one more time, let us go into battle together. You have the Vardhan that wherever your blood is going to fall, a copy, a clone, a second of you will come. Let them cut you, O friend. Let them sever your limbs and let your body expand into an army. Rakta Bij says, I am anxious. I am anxious to do your bidding. I was waiting, O king, for you to call me. And with my skill, with my knowledge of warfare, we are going to mash her head into the ground. Everybody listen to that verse. We are going to take that pretty face and ram it into the mud, O king. And they laugh loudly, thinking of their ability. Rakta Bij jumps on his chariot and he uses all the weapons. But what he does, he takes all of the armor off. He puts down all the arrow and his sword by his feet in the chariot, and he instructs them, take me to that battlefield. Take me in front of that one called Chandika. Put me, she's the most ferocious one. I want to see this lion she has. Let's go there. And leading the charge, these two great people take the battlefield. O Janbijay, please listen. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Everybody help me sing.
Samsita Namaste 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Tam Gata Samandalye Devi Shakti Manavtam Hayate Sarvadhaitya Tena Dhanavye Mupraye Aarti
Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namaste 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita.
When Mother saw Rakta Bij and Shum taking the battlefield, she tells the sisters on both sides as they lined up for him, let them come, O sisters. It is time to retain our children. These misguided children are ready to come home to their mother, and from our bosom we are going to take back their Jiv Atma. Sound your shank, O Devi, and take their souls one by one. Rid them of this body, destroy this life, and send a message to that king Nishum, that when a person calls upon me for protection, when a person calls upon their mother to rid them of the scourge of evil, unrighteous, and when people are downtrodden, oppressed by other people, I will stand by them, I will protect them, and I will punish those, no matter they are my children, I will punish those people that are hurting other people. In simple language, Gauri Mata hold on to that song and she started to blow, and Prithvi Mata, the earth, started to vibrate, started to rumble as if it was an earthquake. Rakta Bij, the horses started to stop, they couldn't run anymore. Rakta Bij opens his mouth and he says, oh, you massive girl, don't think me weak. Don't try to frighten me with your song. Don't blow that song and try to shake me. Today, I'm going to beat you. Do you take me for those little kings you fought before? Durmalochan, Chanda, Munda, they were under my feet in terms of knowledge. You don't know who I am. I am Rakta Bij. And when he takes out every piece of armor, Mother is ready. She is grunting and ready to take them. And when the order is given from Chandika Devi to charge, Mother allows all the sisters, all of them, various forms of Durga, to converge on all the soldiers. Let's hear what happens. Skan Mata with her heads looking all over, seeing as they come in, she takes the Trishul and she's scooping them up, Ojan Bijay, penetrating their body with that Trishul of Mahadev Baba. Vishwani Devi is letting loose Sudarshan Chakra and she's cutting off a feel of their bodies. She's destroying all of them. The world, the earth was being able to breathe as the weight of unrighteousness was lifting one person at a time. And Mother started to do her job. Prithvi Mata started to smile. Let's hear what happens. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsita Namaste 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita
Rakta Bijo ye asi Namo ham tvaya ye sakham Shayatam gam ye jyotiswar ye chitapala ye sathe.
Ya Devi
Everybody.
Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namaste 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena
Samsita. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Rakta Bij spreads his hands wide Mother is charging with full force. The charioteer is running. The horses are going. But Rakta Bij opens his arm, allowing his body to be available, an easy target for Mother. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. And he's saying, oh Devi, oh girl, you think, beautiful one, I am weak, but I am that person who has the blessing from Brahma that when my blood will spill, I am going to be regenerated equally. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Jan Vijay, O son, whenever you sit with great pundits, whenever you sit with great people, knowledgeable people, the one thing that is valuable in this life, that is worth having, is Mother. To have the love, to have the Ashirvad of Mother in that form called Shanti. When a person has Shanti in their life, when a person has peace in their life, they don't have to go Swargalok, they don't have to go to heaven. When a person, by Mother's grace, or Jan Vijay, is able to live well with family members, is able to live well with his home internally, externally, with the neighbors, etc. He knows heaven, she knows heaven. When a person can have peace internally, when a person does not have that jealousful, envious way and manner, when a person can be contented, and that peace of mind, peace of heart is there, that person knows happiness and is living like an angel because they are treated like that. That respect is there. A person should be so blessed listening to this part of the discourse to see how ignorance can put a person in harm's way. Look at the setup of Jan Vijay, that a person is afforded all facility, all the facets of their body. They have everything. They have the blessing of God too. And still they go rushing to death for ill reasons, for stupid reasons, for dumb thinking will cause you to mash up your own self. You become your own enemy. For this reason, blessed is the person that will bow to that form called Saraswati. O Jan Vijay, let that Saraswati sit in your mind and guide you. For the day you become your own enemy, Mother, let me be able to take advice. Mother, let me see my wrong. And Mother, save me. Save me from who? Save me from myself. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki. There are many applications to this, People listening to this will think this is about a battle. But when you hear the Guru speaking about that peace, you go and you find a parent or parents that are fighting with a child, male or female. When it comes to the boyfriend and the girlfriend, and they want to run away, and they want to go because he loved me, mommy. And apparently Roti is go down with the curry of love for some people. Do you know how many people reach by Pandit and beg for help? And you know where that starts? Not in every case, I'll say that first, not in every case. But when parents elect to, cut out the prayers, cut out the temple, cut out the relationship with their godfather, and there's nobody to say, hello, this is appropriate, this is not. Who is going to help pull back the horse when the horse don't bolt from the barn? In our Dharma, many people use the lessons, and I'm saying this on television because it is true. Babs, we can't come to the jug, the child had lessons. Babs, we can't come temple, the child have homework. Somehow, with all respect, somehow the mosque and the church still have their children fighting for that peace that we all want. There are many other applications and examples where Vyasji is speaking about. But he says that when a person, and remember it, when a person can get peace in their home, that person knows heaven. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. This is buddhi. This is knowledge that will bring a person closer to God. Jan Vijay. Remember to always value the peace and peaceful moments in your life. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Let's hear what happens as all these soldiers, they are being destroyed, and Devi releases arrows that are sharpened with stones. They're very sharp and they're hitting the body of Rakta Beach. Let's hear what happens. Pahi pahi, pahi pahi. Pahi means save me. Pahi pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana. Pahi 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 pahi.
Pahi pahi Gajanana Parvati Nanda Gajanana.
Lambodar hai Gajanana. Lambodar hai Gajanana.
Lambodar hai Gajanana.
Lambodar gaj vicharana.
Lambodar gaj vicharana.
Pahi 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 pahi
Gajanana.
Together everybody.
Parvati Nanda Gajanana.
देवी ब्राह्मण पापो ये हम मर गए माया रक्त बीज. पापी पापी तो हर हरो महनाथ पुटम ये आच.
Pahi pahi
Together everybody.
pahi 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 Gajanana. Parvati Nanda Gajanana.
One by one she started to let loose many arrows, and Chandi Mata is ferociously as the string lets loose, and that resonation, it is sounding as if lightning and thunder is hitting the sky. And one by one those arrows are hitting his body, and as he's backing on the chariot like that, blood is flowing down his body. It hits his face, it penetrates his head, it penetrates his hands. As he's stretched out like this, he says, girl, if you wish to hit me, but hit me hard. Don't play with me. I am stronger than you. I have come here to tie you with rope. I have come here to drag you on the dirt, but you are going to marry my brother. You are going to marry my friend, and he will treat you like a slave. But if you're going to hit me harder than that. Mother gets angry and she picks up a battle axe, and in that Gauri form, Jan Vijay, she jumps off the Vahan and she attacks him. Let's hear what happens. Pahi 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 Gajanana.
Parvati Nanda Gajanana.
Sachidananda Gajanana.
Sachidananda Gajanana.
Sachidananda Gajanana.
Sachidananda Gajanana.
Nityananda Niranjana.
रंगम समलोक्य ये चंडिका ये ध्याना भल भल्लाटम गंगा नदी ये चक्रा ये राशु ये भीषण भी ययातम
पाहि 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 गजानना पार्वती नंदा गजानना
पार्वती नंदा गजानना
पार्वती नंदा गजानना
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. When she was being swarmed by them, she would take the sunk and blow the sunk. Before I move on here, do you know why we blow sunk? Woodland people, do we know why we blow sunk? We just see Baba potting, blowing out each other. Till the day get old, potting, cane to blow that sunk. What is this sunk about? What are you supposed to do when someone blows a sunk? Anybody? Oh. You don't know what to do when somebody blows that sunk? Anita? The history of the sunk. Quick adaptation here from a different kata. Sudama. Remember Sudama? Christian friend Sudama? Long after that kata had played, Sudama is in Golok. Sudama went with Krishna on their, they have their time, and the boys go to line, and the lady home is ready to blow, she fused. Radhika Devi is very angry. She's looking out for Krishna, she wants to see Krishna, but she cannot see him. And when she heard the husband is coming in the house, you hear crick and crack, somebody reach. She's ready now. And when she was going to open the door and she thought she would see Krishna, she sees Sudama. And she gets more angry. Where is Krishna? And in a very rough tone. Why did you leave this house so long? This is the discourse taken from Bhagavatam, taken from Brahmavaivat Puran. Radha Devi looks at him and says, why did you stay so long? Don't you know I was waiting for you? You hurtful boy. And when she was using that tone, that volume, that voice with our beloved Krishna, Sudama's heart started to ring in a different way. The blood started to go counterclockwise. And for that moment, he forgot who he was talking to. And he says, Devi, I will not permit you to speak to my dear friend and my love like that. How dare you speak to Krishna so? And she turned on Sudama and says, how dare you speak to me so? He is my equal. Don't interfere with husband and wife, brother. And she says, because today you forgot your place, I put a shrap on you. Because today your mouth is so free and liberal, today I put a shrap on you. You are acting like a demonic person and not as a devoted friend of this home. Go on the earth and take form as a demon. Sudama bows and he accepts that shrap from mother. And Krishna with his leela, with his wicked ways, pulls Sudama one side and he says, don't worry friend, you go, I will come and take care of you. So Sudama put his friend here and he went. Sudama is born as Shankachod. Did you ever hear that name before? Shankachod is the husband of Tulsi when she was a girl before the plant formed. He is the one that Lord Shiva wants to decapitate because of his bad ways. And Lord Vishnu goes and pretends he's Tulsi when she's human. He pretends he's her husband to stop her from praying. And when she stopped praying, they killed Shankachod on the battlefield. Being dead now, they tell mother, your husband is no longer here. And this is where she tells Lord Vishnu, your heart, O Vishnu, is cold as a stone. May you come as a stone. This is the shaligram we talked about last night. May you come on this earth as a shaligram because you separated. The one thing I pray for is my marriage. and you separated husband from wife. Leave Lakshmi in Swarglok, leave yours, and come on the earth as a black coal stone. And he says, yes, I will come as the stone, you will come as Tulsi. And wherever I am, you'll be there. Prem se bolo, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. But on the battlefield, a headless body laid on the ground. And Mahadev Baba, in that form where he has 4 hands, very ferocious. This is where we give him that red flag sometime in puja. He's lifting up this body and he's about to throw it into a careless fire. And Mahavishnu comes and he says, no, that is my friend Sudama. That is my great friend, great devotee Sudama. Don't treat him like that. Don't do that. Toss that body into the sea. And from his body, from the bones of Sudama, let all the shells be formed. And from his body, from Shankachod came what we call Shank or Sank. And from the body of this devotee, whenever the Sank is bellowed, let negative people, let negative things back away. For this reason, when you listen to Gita and Krishna lifted his Sank in chapter 1, it is there the battle began. What you have to do when this katha is remembered, when you hear the Sank, bow your heavy head. Always bow your head because of who that Sank represents. Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. For the person who has at their home, when people have to do Vasudhara Puja. Vasudhara Puja is done when we have Nandi Mukshran, where they take 7 seashells and it is stuck on the wall, where maybe later on we'll put the kobar. And we ask in the form of that seashell stuck on the wall with the gobar to please allow this child to get married. The seashell, again, reminiscent of this discourse. When people, according to the law of numerology, have a house number that adds up to the number 9, the house of Yamraj, and on the day after Diwali, on that day when we are supposed to do Govardhan Puja, Vishnu Puja is done to 2 different seashells, which is placed on the different sides of the front of the house to neutralize the effect of this entity called Yamraj. This is how, and in different ways, we use seashells in our puja. There's also one for Lakshmi Mata that sits in water. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Devi Mata would blow the Sank, so now you understand the Sank and why she has that Sank in her hand. That Sank is constantly being blown. And when they take a second look, after they fight with that rush of all the demons, where there was one Rakta beach, the blood that flowed from him in gushing form because of the amount of cuts, there now stood a vast army, clones, copies of the same one person. Indrani Devi, Varahi Devi, Narsinghi Devi, all the female form, the wife of Yamraj, the wife of Kubir, all of them are standing there. They turn to Chandika. Mother, what is going to happen next? And Mother says, destroy all the normal soldiers, but leave the army of Rakta Bij alone. And Mother continued to fight Rakta Bij, and he continued to multiply. And when it couldn't be tolerated, when Mother felt as if she was becoming overwhelmed, they withdrew from the battlefield. At the end of the day, the battle was called to a pause, to a close for that day fight. The Matrika, the Varuni, and all the different forms of Devi, they withdrew to their camp. And here, Mother makes a decision. Let's hear what happens. जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
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 जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
हंसा काटा ये महवाली काली काली रक्तवीतम प्रवस्यतम रुद्रानीतम कथया ते दुजया जीवारा जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
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 जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
एवं देवी भूया द्विजते नरसिंहासिनी ये आतौ यद तद ये छन्निकाये परह ये काली कमलोचनम जय भोले बाबा तब शरणम
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 जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम प्रेम से बोलो श्री आदि शक्ति माता की जय. And after resting a bit, mother started to take off the jewelry, and she makes a form called Kali. Kalika Devi was created for the war that would be waged in the night. When they started to fight and it was now dark, the army of Rakta was resting. And whilst others fought, Kali Mata took off the sari, the shimmer, the glitter. She took off all the jewel that Devi Chandika had. And in this form where there's nothing holding the hair, there's no crown, the hair looks the way it looks. There's no jewelry on her body. She is stark naked in a very dark form. Why dark? So as to serve as camouflage, so that she would not be detected in the darkness of night. And she enters into the camp and she kills one by one all of the copies. And when she goes to the main Rakta beach, only he had the power to regenerate. Devotees, please listen to what happens when she goes to him and she grabs hold of that head. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita. We're going a little slower now. Namastasya, Namastasya,
Namastasya Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita
Yatra 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 Bhaumo Panditam Rakta Samutasi Rura Daraga Purushasya Sahasrani Tam
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita.
This night battle, mother had to go a great distance, and she goes swiftly together with what is called the Shodas Matrika, 16 forms, and I'll explain what they are just now. The matrika, they go and quietly, very easily, they steal the lives of one by one. All the copies of Rakta Beach. Mother is taking him one by one. And she goes closer. Oh, Janbi Jai, as all the copies laid wasted on the ground. So much blood. Oh, Janbi Jai. The question is, so much life, so much death. Couldn't this life could have been spent in the betterment of so many people? The matrika speaking amongst themselves, oh you fool. So many of you could have had families, generated happy homes, but because of your ill will, this is your end. And one by one, they cut them down, stab them, destroy them, and Mother takes that Jiv Atma. Mother in this form goes, and very easily she creeps up to the bed where the original Rakta Bij is lying, sleeping, resting, not knowing the pain that is about to come. Mother holds on to him like death itself, and with two hands she holds the neck. With one hand she holds the tuft of hair on top of his head, and with the fourth hand she severs that head and catches the blood in that bowl that she has. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. Together everybody.
Namastasya, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, shakti rupena samsita.
Evam chandika yetastri tatkali cha mataraha. Evantam bharye anava ye sarve jitvaye vyatam.
Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, shakti rupena samhita. Namastasya, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, shakti rupena samsthita.
Eda bhajna ye svadya dhaikya shumbani shumyatam. Chapare evam esham shayunayam ye bhavati atam.
Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, shakti rupena samsthita. Namastasya, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, shakti rupena samsthita.
It is said that when Mother lifted the sword that severed the head, this is where she tasted the blood to prevent a drop from falling on the ground. This is where she licked that drop to prevent another Rakta Bij from coming. She goes to Chandika Devi and she tells her what she had done. That, oh, main Devi, main Mother, I, a part of your body, today I have destroyed Rakta Bij. This is his head, and I have caught all the blood. One drop was collected by my mouth, and for this reason, he was not allowed to come back. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Chandika Devi turns to bless her. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. This is a critical point in our katha. Many people says this says, does Kali Mata want blood? That is, I guess, the burning question. In Gita, God says, offer me a flower, offer me a leaf, offer me a drop of water, you name it. You know the verse better than me. But offer it with devotion. And here, and remember, I said that I'm only reading one Devi. If we had, maybe next year, God will permit more time. But if you had to listen to each form, you will hear of the benefit, the blessings that can be generated by worshiping Mother in her various forms. Tonight, Chandika was so pleased with the sacrifice, the action and activity of Kali. She says, if a person should offer you blood, they would be able to receive benefit and blessing. But O Kali, listen to the words, in this tamo gun, in this tamas type of offering, the blessings will not reach very far. Everybody understand what I just said? Let me go again. In Gita, there are three words that describe the quality of a person's offering. Tamogun is the worst, the lowest. The mediocre is Rajogun. And the highest form of worship is Sattva or Satogun. The first thing she talks to here about is that if a person should make this offering with love, with devotion, there would be reward, but it would not be long-lasting. For this reason, there are tribes in India that, if we were to be honest, their procedure entails the offering of blood, the offering of flesh. It is something that was propagated in many districts in our original home, India. In Bengal, for example, where there are fisher folk, historically, presently, the prasad for them when doing Kali worship is to offer fish. And to them, to those people, that is sufficient. There are different types of offering to Mother. An example of Rajogun, she says, Ma, if a person should take out different type of fruit, different type of grains, this is called Rajo offering, where the fruit might be stale, or the grain may not be as cooked with sweet offerings, or where the offering has some form of seasoning or pepper, to use our language. This is Rajogun. This is okay-ish. But Ma, blessed be the person who is able to offer you fresh fruit or kheer, rice grains when cooked in milk, boiled together. This is the Sattvic offering that could be offered to you, O Kalika Mata. This is what people will offer to you, and when people offer Rajogun, health, well-being, welfare, it will last longer, but they will not get the eternal blessing they are looking for. When a person makes Sattvic offering, Devi, to you, all forms of protection is imperative in Kali worship. When a person is given thanks, gratitude, and Sattvic offering is given, then the reward is going to last for a very long time. Mother bowed to that Chandika form, and she takes rest as the battle continued. Principal Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Let's hear what happens in the next verse. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu
Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasya 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena
Shumbha Mahaloktam Kritva Rajasye Patal Kathaye Narye Bhyotam Bhangi Patal Pravashyami
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता.
He says Shumbha is now getting up, and when he goes to the battle, what does he learn? Rakta is dead. That little girl on that battlefield, how was it that she is able to kill Rakta? And the soldiers, the emissaries, they talk about a dark form that came like a shadow in the night and stole life. She was able to accomplish her goal, O king. All the gold, all the armory, all the women, all the assets that you have. What is going to save you now, O king? She is coming for you. That beautiful face of death is waiting today on that battlefield for you. Shumbha, within his heart, mother saw the fear, and he continued to speak about his ability, but internally he is frightened. That how unfair is this life. Janvijay, he speaks to his brother that how unfair is this life, that a man is made to feel he's the king. He attains so much of position and height and power, and a little girl will knock him down. Death will come and steal him in the night, and all the fame and all the name and all the glory, those things are left in the bed. Oh brother, even if I cannot kill her, I know I am going to get salvation. And I enter into battle, adamant to destroy her. But oh brother, so sorrowful is a life that you make your throne, and then one day you have to leave that throne. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता.
Maya Trishti Etajam Rajasye Yuktaye Yaham Gam Gam Yena Shumbha Loka Devi Janaye Atam.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता.
Mother Earth appeared in front of Chandika, and she says to her, Ma, the moments that you took form for, they are coming. Oh Devi, prepare yourself. You are about to remove the last two forms of sin upon this earth. Ma, we bow to you again and again, Ma. Blessed is the person that calls upon you, O Chandika, O Kali, that person who calls you. They are going to be removed of all forms of oppression, all forms of suppression, all forms of calamity, all forms of pain. You are the savior of your children. Ma, today we bow to you. And when Shum came, Chandi was ready with that Trishul, and she entered into a dance with him. And when she grew tired of that dance, please listen to the last verse of our discourse tonight. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu
शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता
जगदं ये तरस्यतुरन् सागरे कृत कृत मंगल सन्ये स्तौ वन्दे देवी शुम्भ पापी ये स्वर्गये
या देवी
सर्वभूतेषु
शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्ते 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण
स्थिता। प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की। With one decisive blow, as the Trishul penetrated his body, Mother accepted the soul of her son. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Jan Vijay is asking, what did the older brother do? And a message goes to Nishum that your younger brother Shum is dead. He's no more. The little girl you thought you could marry has killed him. Vyasji says, the person who enters into Sattvic worship of Kali Mata, that person is going to have a never-ending supply of protection. Too often devotees, people tend to hide what was done before. In our local culture, in our local Hindu pantheon, people used to offer these type of tamasic offering. Some people still do. But I am guided by Gita. In Gita it says that when a person knows more than another person, meaning to say a person does their prayer to their understanding, to their knowledge, the person who knows more is wrong. When they insult, when they belittle, when they break people who are not at their level. To be very clear, there are some people who will ill speak the offerings or the prayer of other people. It happens in our temples. Look at a simple example. The older lady is quarreling with the younger girl. Little girl, you're so stupid, you don't know how to make parsad. Little girl, you don't know when you're doing havan, you're supposed to offer with which hand? Right hand or left hand? Right hand, not left hand. And you break, you hurt, you insult that person, you hurt them. Gita says when you know more, speak with love, encourage that person. Babe, hear my tone, babe, I see you trying to do havan. God bless you for that. But I feel if you do it with your right hand, if you do it this way, you'll get more blessing. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. You look back at our people. Look back at Hindus who did not know much of Navratri. Together, everybody, please clasp your hand as we just pause for a second. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudakshate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purmadeva Vashishyate Om Purnatigum Shantihi Swaha. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Okay, you will have a seat whilst you continue. In our history, when these books were locked away because of language, people did what they were told, as sometimes we do today. The doctor gives you advice. You know, every advertisement on TV, this tablet is the miracle tablet, but please speak to your doctor first. But in Trinidad, we don't do that. I don't know about elsewhere. The old people I know, this is what happens. The doctor tell Mary, if you take Panadol, it's good for X and Y and Z. And then Mary become the doctor. And Mary start to give advice. And in our people, with prayers, it was the same thing. Brother, your child sick, offer an animal to Kali Mata, and you'll see a quick result. But they did not tell you the result of not offering. They did not tell you the parameters of that prayer. Our people were not advised properly. They did not know what they was getting into. And for many generations, as we learned the power of offering sweet rice and offering Sattvic offering, fear now how to stop, how to transition from offering tamasic offering to Sattvic offering. As I have learned more upon it, what to do, because sometimes, yes, there is a tendency that when you discontinue these type of tamasic offering, sickness, children die, all these things happen. But you go by a learned pundit, and there is prayer where these things can be closed off and Sattvic offerings can be offered in a safe manner. Our Dharma says offer prasad with love, not with fear. Don't do it because I'm afraid my children will die. Do it because I love mother. And this is what we do when we are offering sweet rice. So Hari, coconut. The coconut becomes the offering. When we're singing it tonight and you hear Pana Supari Dwaja Nariyal, Nariyal is offered, but plenty of people want to know why you offer the coconut. It's simple, boy. Why do you offer the chicken or the goat? You offer it because there is energy, life within that entity. For the science child here tonight, there is some merit in it when you think, if I give potential energy the life, then mother will accept it, and by the law of karma, she will give me back life. She will give me health. A second life, maybe a child, maybe a business that is dying will live back, etc. But is there a better way? Yes. Offer the coconut. The potential energy in this coconut that is there, dormant, but if treated appropriately, if the correct environment is there, this seed will germinate. And from this little coconut, how big is the tree? Taller than the shed. But that tree lives inside of that coconut. It's there. And likewise, the Shakti or the energy, the first night I said Shakti is the energy between two atoms, making this world turn at the micro level. And likewise, when you make the offering of the coconut, you're saying, Mother, as I give to you the energy of this seed, the energy of this plant, may you please bless me with that energy in return in my life. Do we do this in different places? Yes, you do. Why do you patch flower for wedding? Mother, from the fertile seeds of the Dan, today I offer you, me and my husband are getting married today. Ma, in the Havan, may you please accept it and bless us with the fertility of children. When people want to rob you of all types of things, you know what they tell you? Do shortcut wedding, don't do 3 days wedding, don't go around the fire, don't do those things. And poor you who don't know why you offer that power in that fire. Years after, you grieve for different things in your family. You grieve for healthy children, you grieve for grandchildren, you're grieving for a home. You have a house, but you don't have a home. And it starts with the foundation of that marriage, proper wedding. Why do we put the dhan in the kalsa? Why when you have Gra Puja, we get this 9 grains. Mother, as I am feeding the fish, it says that when we have Gra, we feed different animals, and we're going to get away from that sickness, trouble, difficulty. Surya Narayana Swami says the person who feeds fish, true grain. What is true grain? Is dala true grain? So we can't use dal? You sure? You're not supposed to use dal. Why, everybody? It can't grow. It have no energy. It have no life in it. When I give that, I'm giving a grain, yes. But what will you get in return? It is as if, to put it in a different way for you, it is as if you're putting a coconut that does not have the water in it. It does not have the ability to grow. It's rotting inside. You will not gain the blessing that you want. So for the person that challenged me, somebody challenged me, that I cannot read the truth about Kali, sorry fella, you lost the bet. There was and there is written record of where people would offer blood to mother. It is true. But as our people, as your family grew and learned our dharma, as it is indicated in Gita, we're supposed to better ourselves. One day when the girl now gets married, she can't make mahanbhog. She don't know how to turn that pot. So she'll buy fruits for that year. But don't doubt that girl. She'll come back next year. Mahanbhog, maybe looking like toffee. But she'll get it right one day. And likewise, mother is the source of kripa, mercy, forgiveness. Isn't that what we say when we ask our God to accept what prasad we have, but forgive us if we make a mistake? If I made any error, as we were talking here one day in the Yagna, if I happened to throw salt instead of sugar in the mahanbhog, dear Lord, I didn't taste it, I don't know. See the good in my effort and bless me for the little good I have. Forgive me for the mistakes. Forgive me for the shortcomings. This is how we're supposed to pray. And when a person does Kali worship with that love and devotion, blessings will come. But do you know that our religion, our way of prayer, is under a lot of attack from other religions historically? Do you know that in our dharma, there is something called the matrika? The matrika is 16 forms of Devi. This puja is done when we have bandara. On the morning, when you go inside, what we say, outside part with the pindas, and then we go inside to do that part, what we call the Gita part. It's not only Gita or Krishna we worship on that Bedi. You know, and that is the prayer that says we purify the home. And we also ask that the people that are living, let them live well. Don't allow subsequent death. Don't allow anyone to get ill. Please, Mother, protect them. In these 16 forms, historically, they were created when a Muni was praying one day. And he asked Mother, he says, Ma, please keep my devotion intact. If I should ever falter, pull me back up. Mother says, no problem. I'm going to take 16 forms and I will give you trouble. I will give you pressure. I will give you pain. I will give you all that you want. So Vashish Muni says, what? Ma, may I ask for pain? Think about it. May I ask for sickness? Mother, did you hear what I just said? I asked for maintenance. She says, son, some people, if they don't have pain, if they don't have trouble, if they don't have sickness, will not pray, not one day in their life. So what I will do, I will take forms that will cause you to pray. So she takes these 16 forms, and you know them. Maybe one night I could do one of them. Shashti is a very popular form. But to show how our people are ignorant of our dharma, who is Shashti? Shashti is the form of Durga that gives to a woman the knowledge of her child when the child cannot speak, the newborn baby. Shashti Puja is done when the baby is in the womb in preparation for childbirth. Ma, please protect this girl. She's going to make a baby. Bless the baby. Bless her. And when the child is born, anybody else know when we just do Shashti Puja? When we just do Shashti Puja? When? Tell me, man, be brave. 6 days? Thy Shashti or thy Chattis? You know she correct? Just to show you the point, what we call Chattis is a mispronouncement of Shashti. So in the 8th month, mother, please make me baby. Baby born. 6 days it is time to pray. We call the Baba, and there's something called the chakra of the Yogni. And Baba will say face north, east, northeast, depending on what day of the Tithi, what Tithi is there. And where the energy is flowing, this child is going to be bathed, and mother is going to be bathed. And puja is going to be done in a different way, easy way. Put fruits, put sweets in the corner of the room where mother exists, where that child is being stored. Why? Ma, bless we now, thank you for the baby. But give that mother the knowledge of that child. So I was saying it, maybe not last night, before I think. Tell me which course, any mother sitting here tonight, which course did you do to learn that when your child is crying, that cry means that baby is hungry? You ever hear a mother talk? A mother will tell you, you there fishing, boys watching, boys trying to hold the child. Like this child want diaper change. That child want to sleep now. That knowledgeable lady gets that Vardhan from Shashti Devi. It makes the milk flow from her body. If that child is born home and she's outside, miracles make milk flow when nobody is there to even access the milk. Shashti Devi is playing there. But in our local fraternity of Hindus, many people don't know what to offer to Shashti Devi. This Matrika Mata, in when you're doing it for Bandara, for example, mother, please protect our children now that the funeral passed. Please bless all the small children. There is where you ask for that protection. There is where it will make a difference. Not passing no child over no box. And when you offer her that sweet rice, that is where the blessings will come. When the 12 days is being done, and Shashti Puja is being done, sometimes in our local thing, you hear people used to say, put curry this, and stew that. All you know what I'm talking about? And people who did not know what was the correct thing made that mistake. Are you going to vilify Shashti? Do you know how many people say, see, that me are going to put meat in my house. I am doing prayers. You see that chattis and bara heating, it have too much alcohol. I don't want that. This is where Hindu brothers and sisters don't know their dharma. This is a time to worship. So many things could go wrong with that girl and that baby. If you have to do Nam Sanskar after the 12 days, how can you be consuming meat and liquor? Garud Puran tells you, how do you know blessed people come to your home? Children. When those children come, somebody will ask you about the name, Nam Sanskar, the Karna Veda, the different Sanskar to Bodhi heirs, to bless the first food, Anna Prashana Sanskar, when that child has to eat food for the first time. Bless the stomach, bless the digestive tract, all the Sanskar, somehow you didn't do it for none of your children, but your grandchildren now getting it. Godly children are coming to your home. That is the first sign. Shashti Puja is done there. But devotees, my point is this. In these forms that we pray to, Shashti is the one for the child, Savitri is the one who will rob you of your marriage. Some people have the blessing to have 50 years anniversary, but I can't make 5. My husband was taken by some disease, Savitri Devi, and likewise, different forms that affect your wealth, affect your health, affect your property, you name it. Mother is going to take from you so that it will dawn on you, maybe I should go and do a prayers. Maybe I should go and do a job. Maybe I should do some puja. That is the significance of these forms. But nobody runs from these forms. People want to do the prayers to get the blessing. But when India was being colonized, the Westerners that came, they started to change things in our Dharma. Sati is one of those things. The offering of the wife on living wife, on the pyre, where she was told, the good wife, and you will see it in text, the good wife is the one who could go on top of the pyre with your husband. If you listen to Bhagavad Katha, when Lord Krishna leaves the earth, you will see it there. The British made that change. And the reason why we abided by it is our Dharma says, these are the things that are supposed to be done. But when it contradicts with the rule of law, the law of the land, you don't do it. So, for example, it's written in our text that when you are installing a lingam, Mari Baba, the incense is, yes, marijuana. That is written there. If you go to Rishikesh in India, you will see marijuana growing like bush, side the road, wild. People are not rotting it down. They use it like incense and offering in the fire in their temples. Haridwar as well. So what we did, we said, okay, no more sati offering. But people did not understand Kali worship. And they vilified. They made her into a villain. You see her in Indiana Jones. She's some scary, monstrous looking figure. And people painted a picture. And you see it today. You will have every Devi in a temple except for Kali Mata. But if she was not in the battle in our discourse tonight, they would not have won. What do? We allow people to put a dark vision of a Devi in our religion. Me, I want to see that Devi now. Me, I want to know nothing about Kali. Me, I want to know until one day you get psoriasis. Until one day you get lupus. These hurtful disease. And then you want to know Kali. Because she's the one. When you offer different type of sweets to her, in particular kheer or sweet rice that is rich, then you're going to get help. And only when we want help, do you see the correlation? Just like the devatas. Only when they want help do they know the face of their mother. Devotees, don't be ignorant and continue in this practice. That same Kali is our same beloved Durga Mata. She takes many forms. This one was singled out by the Western world. And because we did not know as much, because we did not have things like the internet to look up and read, from cartoons to the WhatsApp pictures that are being passed around, Kali is looking like a vampire. She's painted in a very horrific way. But please remember, who she was horrible for was those people who have bad ways and bad tendencies. If you are a devout person, if you're trying to live a good life, ask Mother to stand with you and help you, help your family, protect my family to move upward in this life. Principal Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Everybody, let's do the Ashirwad of this chapter. Please clasp your hands. Tat Swami Pirajendra Vyakshmi Kali Ka Katha Patalangaksha Tamarasya Jivan Bhadra Yep Tapasvi Mritya Tvayai Maharaja Shumbha Daitya Kapalanaya Mangalani Pravashyami Pravakshanaya Padhe Padhe. Prem se bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. As the soul of Shumbha descended the Patal, likewise sinful people, grudging people, jealousful people will go down in this world when the devotee of Kali Mata goes Sattvic, goes sincerely, with faith, with love, with devotion, singing her song, chanting her name. No one will be able to overcome you. So long as you are righteous, so long as you remain steadfast in the righteous path, you will be protected by the name, by the glory, by the form of Kali Mata. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Before we do Aarti, I'll hand over to Uncle to give us one song and then we'll do Aarti this evening.
Jai Jagadambe Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Jagadambe Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Jagadambe Ma, Jai Ma, Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe Ma, Jagadambe, Jai Jagadambe Ma. गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करो प्रणाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ मुझे बचाते पीराहों से वर्ग हस्त जो तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव तक गिरा मेरे जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ मुझे बचाते पीराहों से वर्ग हस्त जो तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव तक गिरा मेरे तूने माता सदा बनाया मेरे बिगड़े काम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ तेरे महिमा मैं क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने उसको विपदा कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ तेरे महिमा मैं क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने उसको विपदा कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने तेरे दो चरणों में देखे मैंने चारों धाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ माता तेरे सुमिरन में ये कैसा अमृत पाया मोह जगत से दूर हुए बे कोई न मन में आया जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ माता तेरे सुमिरन में ये कैसा अमृत पाया मोह जगत से दूर हुए बे कोई न मन में आया तुमको गाओ तुमको ध्याओ माता सुबह शाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ
Prem Swallow Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. So, as I conclude tonight, we learned a lot tonight. We learned a lot about Kali Mata. We learned about the Sank, the Matrika, the history of Mother, the history of that head when you go home and if you happen to see the picture, look back at the Murti and understand why she's holding that head and that bowl at a minimum. Now you'll understand why she looks the way she looks, naked, no jewel, none of these things, because of the moment in the battle. And what we learned in the beginning, the importance of peace in our life. This is why after every prayer, do you remember saying Shanti, Shanti, Shanti? This is why. It is emphasized in every prayer. How important and how sometimes scarce peace could be in a person's life. That you could be so worked up, you could be so drawn into your schedule, your job, that you miss the essence, the happiness and the goodness of your own life until sometimes you're facing death and she's ready to take you and you wonder, where did the time go? Where did everything go? Where did the time with my children go? Time in my marriage, where did it go? Blessed is the person who could listen to the discourse and learn that in the battle of life, different things come at you.
But when you know which side of that battlefield to stand on, you'll be victorious or you'll be destroyed. Many times people don't know which side they're on. But when you ask Mother, at the beginning we heard it, ask Mother Saraswati to guide your intellect. Then you'll get the vision. Then she'll show you which side you're on and you make the correction in your own life. Fix yourself and save yourself from who? Your own self sometime. Prem se bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Devotees, with your permission, let's all stand as we do closing Aarti. As we get set on this side with the shrotas and their talis, last night we did the discourse about the Kanya Kumari, the benefit, the rationale behind doing each one, the correct age, the rules associated with it then, the gifts to give, etc. We went through all this. Saturday night, we are going to allow everybody to have the opportunity to do Kanya Kumari Puja in its fullest and correct form. Each person is invited to speak to Avi, speak to Mami, Kevash, everybody for details. What time, Baba, I'm sure he would have guided them. And how can you get involved, what to bring. If you don't know, if this is new to you, ask a question and definitely come prepared to do Mother's worship. Do it with a good heart. Feed the children, whatever you wish to give them, give them. In my temple home in Hindustan, when we do Kanya Kumari Puja, we spoil children. Beside the 9 Devis, there will be other children at that age. And we will give everybody bag and copybook and dollars and whatever. And these poor Santa Claus, when they're going home, is garbage bags. The mother have to tote something. But the joy in these children, it really would mark the culmination of our Yagna. Saturday night is our last night. And again, everybody, I'm extending that invitation on behalf of our hosts to please get involved. Ajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grahana devesham trailokya timidapaham. O suno meri Devi Parvatavasini Tera paran paya Tera paran paya.
सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया.
पान सुपारी बजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
वे तेरे बेच चढ़ाया हो
तेरे बेद चढ़ाया.
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी
तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया.
सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्य
सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्ये
सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्य
सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्ये
कलियुग राज समाया.
कलियुग राज समाया.
Everybody, stand in where you is. Close your eyes and offer your prayer, offer your salutation. Bow to Mother. Tell Mother of your trouble. Mother, by your grace, tonight we get to be with you. I've got to listen about you. Ma, help me. Dhoopa deep naivedya aarti.
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती.
Mother, I'll give you the doop, the diya, the aarti, the sweets. Mother, I'll put all for you. And what does the next line say? Mohan bhog lagaya,
मोहन भोग लगाया.
I'll give you the Mohan bhog.
सुनो मेरी देवी
Ma, hear my prayer and bless me, Ma.
पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया.
Brahma Veda bane tere dware,
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे.
Brahma Veda bane tere dware.
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे.
शंकर ध्यान लगाया,
शंकर ध्यान लगाया।
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी,
तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे
Everybody.
दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ। करुणा सागर माँ, करुणा सागर माँ।
Everybody together.
कालिका पालिनी माँ, कालिका पालिनी माँ। जगदोदायिनी माँ, जगदोदायिनी माँ। महाकाली जय जय
Mother, don't let me be ignorant.
महाकाली जय जय माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ। दुर्गे
Everybody.
माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ।
People on stage, you don't sing with me. Everybody in the audience, let's sing just a little bit. Keep your hands in front of you. Durge, Durge, Durge. Principal Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Ma, tonight as we do final pratna, thank you for affording me the opportunity, dear Lady Oma, to have learned about why we offer the coconut. Mother, today I am walking one bit closer to you. As I am on my journey and learning my dharma for my own self, I thank you sincerely for that. Tonight as I conclude my prayer, Ma, bless me to be here tomorrow. Together, everybody. Tvameva Mata, Tvameva Bandhuscha, Tvameva Vidya, Tvameva Sarvam, Tvameva Sarvam. Together, everybody. Om Shanti. Lift your voices. Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat, everybody. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Prem Subalo Mahapati Mahadeva ki, Pauna Putra Hanuman ki, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Jai. Jai Jai. Sitaram. Sitaram, everybody.